Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, good people out there in Radioland. How you doing? It's currently 8:30 a.m. Central European Time, and you're joining us live on the ProBoh Show. That is, of course, unless you're one of those marvelous, angelic podcast beings. How are you doing, podcast downloaders? Don't know where you are, what time it is. You are very important to me. Guys, there is no show tomorrow, right, Natch? Richard Vaughan is in the studio. I'm going to try my best to do an After Dark episode tonight. I will let you know on my Instagram if that's going to happen or not. It depends on a few things. How are you doing, Gemma? Gemma's joining us live in the chat. She says, good morning, beautiful bohemians. If you want to be as sexy and as intelligent as Gemma, then just join us live on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Yeah, I'm going to try and do an After Dark tonight. But as you know, my internet is terrible at home, so we'll do our best. What's coming up in today's show? Okay. Our 100 humans, today we asked them to name the last person you go to. Not the first person, the last person you go to for relationship advice. Nombra a la última persona a la que acudirías por consejos sobre relaciones. Acudirías. That was a difficult word. Go to for, right? In today's Complete the News, we'll find out what an airport has set a time limit for. Un límite de tiempo. Límite de tiempo. But before all that, my friends, in the first half of the show, we have an amazing unpopular opinion. Trust and respect. Confianza y el respeto son más importantes que el amor en una relación. Trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. Vero's with us. Good morning, beautiful bohemians around the universe and beyond. Good morning, Vero. Good morning, Bridge. Good morning, my beautiful bouncy bohemians. I shall keep a lookout later, says the Bridge. Yeah, if you're with me for the lunchtime show this afternoon, I'll have more info on if I've managed to get everything ready for an After Dark show tonight. Anyway, let's continue, shall we? So that's today's unpopular opinion. But before all that, friends, I'm here, you're here, Natch is here, our angelic podcast listeners are here, our live audience is here. Let's see what's going on in the world. First of all, the immediate world. How was the weekend, Natch?
Very well. Yes.
Yeah, mine too. I didn't do much. Went to have brunch with Mum in Rivera. Played board games on Saturday evening with Andrea and JC. And the rest, just pure chill, man. In fact, yesterday I spent more of the day unconscious than conscious. It was beautiful. True story. Oh, dear. I promise I'm going to get back to productivity. I've just found myself with more free time than I ever used to have. And I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every second of it. Let's see some news, shall we? First piece of news, Natch. Here I'm interested in your opinions. Okay, Natch, I'm on a fact-finding Natch mission here. 7 in 10 office workers, 7 de cada 10 trabajadores de oficina, say they have a work wife or a work husband. Dicen que tener un esposo o esposa del trabajo. Is this a phenomenon in Spain? Because you look confused.
I've never heard that.
You never heard of the term work husband, work wife? All right. Oh, Natch. To be fair, this is an article from England. It studies British office workers. But this is a phenomenon in the States, in the UK, and I refuse to believe that it doesn't happen here in Spain. So this is from, where's this article from today? I think it was fortune.com. So it's not like some rag. It's not BuzzFeed. Here's why experts warn that they probably shouldn't. Pero los expertos advierten que probablemente no deberían. The article discusses the phenomenon of work spouses, which refers to close relationships between co-workers, often described as work wife or work husband. So you have a close relationship with someone at work of the opposite sex, and you refer to them as your work wife, work husband. You with me so far, right, Natch? Okay. So a study revealed that 72% of British office workers have such a bond, where many feel comfortable confiding in their work spouse over their romantic partner. Any of those, Natch? No, not a single. I'm talking to Mr. Freeze over here. Of course not. Like, I literally work 5 feet from him. He's like, if he exchanges more than 10 words with me a day, I need him to back off and give me some space. Okay, well, look, I did do a little outside research, Natch. I've got some questions. We'll both answer them to make them fair. 25 signs you have a work wife or work husband. Okay. Sign number 1. You message each other all day long. Anyone at work, Natch, you message all day long?
No.
You share inside jokes about work and life.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. You're thinking of there is a picture becoming clearer in your mind. They're the person you go to when anything goes wrong at work.
Yes.
Okay. They're their first colleague you share good news with. They'll defend you in an incident.
But maybe, yeah.
You've got that. You would defend them in an instant. Yeah. Okay. You bring each other coffee or snacks during the day.
No.
But you would maybe have coffee and snacks with this person. I know your work person is. You know that what? Do you know what makes me sad, Natch? Is that I'm reading through this list and I realize you are my work husband, and you have another work wife. I don't want to talk to you anymore. It's over. It's over.
I didn't know it was husband or wife.
Neither did I until I started reading the bloody questions. I'm going to get to the end of this article. It pisses me off. Oh, no. The computer. Oh, my God. The stream has just gone down. The computer has just died. Oh, my God. Oh, if you were watching the stream, unlucky friends, the computer just died. I'll try and fix it while we're talking. But as Vaughan technology is wont to do, it just tends to crash apropos of nothing. Okay, let's continue reading this. A study revealed that 72% of British office workers have such a bond where they feel more comfortable confiding in their work spouse over their romantic relationship, which blows my mind. Like, I'm not the kind of person who engages in much conversation in the office. I'll be honest. So the idea that someone would confide in someone over their romantic partner just blows my damn tiny little lizard mind, Natch. However, experts caution against using marital terms to describe these relationships. So you can have these relationships, but you shouldn't call them work wife or work husband, I think is the deal. Where are they? They suggest simpler terms like colleague or partner to maintain professionalism. Yeah. While these close relationships can enhance workplace satisfaction and productivity, they carry the risk of conflict or accusations of favoritism. Okay, we are back streaming again. Sorry about that, guys. The computer decided to stop. But if you're one of the live audience, you can certainly join us again. Vero said, talking about possible show tonight, a wise force manager used to say, do it or do not, but do not try. The Bridge said, your content is blowing the connection. Any problem with the internet? Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what was happening there. But we're back now, if you're joining us live. Jeez, Natch, talk about multitasking. They say men can't multitask. I did the show, rebooted the computer, and started streaming again. Like a boss. Let's continue to the next piece of news. Let's talk about a really interesting Business Insider post, right? So last week I did a piece of news about the Internet Archive being hacked. And a lot of people were saying, well, I've never used this website before. It's not important to me. You hadn't even heard of the Internet Archive, right, Natch? I have. I've used it I wouldn't say extensively, but I've used it to kind of backtrack certain websites to see what was going on in the past. You know, I think it's a really important, it's an important reference tool for internet lovers. And one of the reasons why it's important is tangentially linked to this report from Business Insider. We are about to enter the digital dark ages. Estamos a punto de entrar en la era de oscura digital. The digital dark age is the growing threat of losing vast portions of the internet, of the internet's history due to link rot. How do you say rot in Spanish, Nach? Empudrimiento de enlaces, perhaps. Link rot.
No idea.
No. Well, you know, Nach, here I am just killing it in Spanish. You can send that one to the RAI if you want. They can add it to the list. Link rot. Empudrimiento de enlaces. Yeah, I don't know. Website shutdowns and disappearing content. This phenomena could erase valuable cultural and historical data stored online, from articles to media archives. While many websites shutting down or removing old content, future generations could face significant gaps in the digital record, making it harder to study and understand our current era. Efforts like the Wayback Machine aim to preserve content but face challenges. The Wayback Machine, a part of the Internet Archive, by the way. Yeah, we never really consider this, but when we look at what archaeologists find of ancient history, papyrus scrolls and the like, I mean, are they going to find like little USB discs in the future? Are they even going to have the technology to be able to read them? Are we creating a generation that will simply be lost in history due to the fact that it's impossible almost to... With the ever-decreasing reliance on paper or keeping records in other ways, keeping it all digitally, that what is being known as link rot will eventually cause all of our content to disappear. Putracion. Oh my God. Bridge, stop giving me difficult words to read. Putrefacion. Says the bridge. Give her a nivelazo, even though I murdered it.
Nivelazo.
Gemma Bridge, I had to leave and re-enter the stream. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. It seems like not only my home computer is suffering, even this one here too. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's go to today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
Okay, if you're joining us live, you can do so now. The computer is working again. The stream seems to be working. Join us live, twitch.tv/professional bohemian. Have your voice heard for this unpopular opinion, which today is: trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. La confianza y el respeto son más importante que el amor en una relación. True or false? Here's the question. How do you think people voted online, Nach?
True.
Ooh. They did say true. By a little or by a lot?
A little.
Actually, a lot. 80% said true. Let me just fact check myself. Do you know why the computer cut off, Nach? It was at my indignation of realizing you are my work husband and I am not your work wife. That shall live in history, sir. No video evidence either. I would have definitely clipped that. Yeah, 80% said true. 80% said true. It's true. Love, trust, and respect are more important than love in a relationship. Well, have dating sites gotten it wrong? Is Disney to blame for this weird shift in our perception of what a romantic relationship should be? Well, let's dig in, shall we, and find out. I have some pros and cons, as always. I thoroughly tortured those elves this morning, and they gave me some pro and con arguments. In the pro column, agreeing that trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. Let's go. First of all, foundation of stability. Stability is everything. Trust and respect form the foundation of strong relationships. Without them, even love can become unstable or unsustainable. Love alone cannot carry a relationship. If trust is broken, or if one partner doesn't respect the other's boundaries, opinions, or values, trust ensures that partners feel secure with one another, while respect guarantees that each person feels valued and heard, making the relationship more stable and lasting. Again, I agree that love is an important aspect of a relationship, but we're reading the argument now saying it's not the most important. Yeah, and I would agree. Like, I left a relationship with a person that I loved a great deal, but I didn't trust them because they'd shown on several occasions that I couldn't, and they didn't respect me, you know? So didn't respect my time, my presence. And yeah, I kind of agree. I think at least when you get to a certain stage in life, maybe it's that love is really tertiary to trust and respect. Let's get into the next one. Trust prevents jealousy and insecurity. Trust is essential to prevent feelings of jealousy, suspicion, or insecurity. In relationships where trust is lacking, love can become tainted by constant worry and fear of betrayal. Trust allows partners to feel confident in the relationship and in each other, creating a safe space where love can flourish. Without trust, love may devolve into possessiveness or paranoia, eroding the relationship over time. Yeah, I can totally appreciate that as well. Yeah, I've been a person who's felt jealous, and I know it's a very unpleasant feeling. And I was in a relationship in its early stages where it was almost defined by how jealous my partner was of every connect I had with a member of the opposite sex, like whether it be friendship or whatever. And it was horrible. Horrible. Respect fosters equality. Respect ensures both partners are treated as equals in relationships. Where respect is absent, one partner may dominate the other or fail to consider their thoughts and feelings, leading to resentment and dissatisfaction. Absolutely. Respect creates partnerships where both individuals' opinions and desires are valued, fostering mutual support and understanding. A loving relationship without respect can easily turn toxic or one-sided. Fourth point in the pro column is love isn't enough. While love is a powerful emotion, it isn't always rational. People can fall in love with partners who aren't good for them, who disrespect them, who betray their trust. In these cases, love alone cannot sustain the relationship. Without trust and respect, love can lead to heartbreak, emotional turmoil, and unhealthy dynamics. Prioritizing trust, respect, ensures that a relationship remains healthy and functional even during challenging times. You had relationships, right, Natch, before Mrs. Natch?
Only two.
Only two. But did you ever go through one of these problems where there was love but there wasn't trust and respect?
No.
Oh, dude. It is basically my dating history, my friend. Yeah. Where there's been a lot of love, even if not from me, from the other partner, but a lot of love. And certainly my most recent relationship, where it went wrong was the trust and respect part, you know. I could no longer trust, and I wasn't receiving respect. And it is horrible. It is horrible because you're almost trapped in this powerful emotion that love is, and almost impossible to see an escape. So maybe we should be normalizing the role of trust and respect as a driving force in relationships, and diminishing what we perceive as the power of love in isolation being the driving force, right? Final point here, anyway, in the pro column is conflict resolution and growth. In relationships, disagreements and conflicts are inevitable. Trust and respect are critical for resolving these issues productively. Couples who trust each other and respect each other's perspectives are more likely to approach conflicts with empathy and understanding, and a willingness to compromise. Without trust and respect, arguments become hurtful, defensive, or destructive, no matter how much love exists between the partners. All right, those are your pro arguments agreeing with the statement that trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. Let's take a look at what is being said here. True, there is no trust, no respect between the couple. It's quite difficult for love to exist. I agree with that. Talking about the connectivity issues. Of course, you have to work. You have a work wife. Our beloved Andy, says Vero. Oh, God, yeah, Andy might be my work wife. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, because of the show. Yeah, I forget she's in it. She's a freelancer. She's not a real work wife. She's a freelancer, Natch. Don't make Natch jealous. No, Natch is a higher being. He's divorced of feelings. Such mortal feelings, right, Natch? Yeah. I'm not talking to you for the rest of the show, Natch. Heartbroken. All right, let's go into the con argument. Love is more important than trust in a relationship. Here we go. So here we go. The 20% of people on Instagram who voted false, they are thinking something along these lines. Love as an emotional core. Love is the emotional bond that connects two people on a deep personal level. It is the foundation of intimacy, affection, and connection, and it gives meaning to trust and respect that are built in a relationship. While trust and respect are important, they stem from the love that partners have for each other. Without love, trust, and respect alone may not be enough to sustain a fulfilling relationship. Let me disagree a little with the elves on this one. Surely trust and respect come as standard. It's like you buy a car, you assume it's going to come with wheels, right? Any relationship you initiate comes with a level of trust and a level of respect, right? Unless you're some kind of a sociopath and you distrust and disrespect everyone you initially meet, right? No, you start off at a base level and then through the relationship that is either built upon or reduced. Or at least I am naive enough to trust everyone upon first meeting them and respecting everyone upon first meeting them and then letting that level of trust or respect diminish or grow over time. That's the way I am, at least. And then love develops from there. Not the other way around, right? You're not going to just respect and be honest to or believe people that you love, right? So let's unanchor those two concepts, I think. Love inspires trust and respect. Love often serves as the motivating force behind trust and respect. People who deeply love one another are naturally inclined to trust their partner and respect their individuality. When love is present, trust and respect develop organically because partners are invested in each other's happiness and well-being. Love is the catalyst that inspires couples to be honest, loyal, and respectful. Okay, point number 3, endurance through difficult times. Love helps relationship endure in challenging times, when trust and respect may waver. All relationships go through ups and downs during those periods. It is often love that keeps partners committed to working through their problems. Trust and respect can fluctuate depending on the circumstances, but love offers emotional resilience needed to overcome obstacles, rebuild trust, or respect when they are damaged. I suppose when tough times hit, love is there to kind of fill in whatever gaps in trust and respect there may be. But doesn't that only further highlight the importance of trust and respect as foundational features of a loving relationship, rather than detract from the point? And also, I would say respect plays a lot more of a foundational role than love when it comes to endurance through difficult times. I think respect is the foundational element. And that's the way I see it. But then again, you know what I mean? Of the two of us sat in this studio, Natch has been is in an enduring relationship over many years, and I'm the one. I'm the disaster you see sat in front of you guys. So take everything I say with a really large grain of salt. Let's continue. Emotional fulfillment. In a second I'm going to go to you, Natch, for something rational about this. Emotional fulfillment. Why trust and respect are necessary for functional relationship, love provides emotional fulfillment that is irreplaceable, nurtures joy, passion, and a deep sense of connection. And finally, a human need for love. Human beings have an innate need for love and connection. While trust and respect are crucial components of any relationship, love is what gives life to the relationship and provides individuals with a sense of belonging. Look, I would say, yeah, okay, in the beginning stages perhaps, but after the first year, you know, when it's not new anymore and that those chemical feelings subdue, you're really left with something a little more real. And I think love and respect, really? Love and respect play a much deeper, much more important part to nurturing that relationship into something more enduring, right? I mean, look, Sandra Bullock doesn't make movies about love and respect, but maybe she should. You know, maybe it wasn't a kiss from a prince that woke up Sleeping Beauty, but perhaps a lot more love and respect that kept the relationship bubbling over time. Sadly, we never get to hear past those happily ever afters, but maybe if we did, we'd have more of a view into what is really important. So that's today's unpopular opinion. Love and trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. I'm going to post a poll and you guys will tell me. See you in a second. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/professional bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/professional bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @professional bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. How you doing? You're joining us live on the ProBoh Show. How's it going, friends? For those of you who are expecting to hear a ProBoh Show tomorrow, at this time on the radio, you will not. Wap, wap, wow. Richard has the studio, so we'll be trying this evening to do an After Dark episode. I say trying because I have technical issues at home, sadly. But we'll give it a go and hopefully get through the whole show with no problems. Having said that, we experienced our own technical difficulties here in the studio. So if you want to join us live, you can do so at twitch.tv/professional bohemian. All right. If you've just tuned in, what did you miss? We spoke about, interesting topic. 7 in 10 office workers say they have a work wife or a work husband. Something completely alien to our Natch. He didn't understand what that was until we went on to explain. And I suffered the moment of dread that any work wife might suffer. Discovering my work husband isn't my work husband. He has another work wife out there. And then we moved on to how we're about to enter, apparently, a digital dark age, according to Business Insider. You can find both those links, by the way, from Business Insider or from Fortune on my Patreon. I will post that later today. Patreon.com/professional bohemian. And then we went into today's unpopular opinion, which was trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. Oof. The votes are still coming in. You still have time to vote if you want to do that. I've got a lot of messages on Instagram with regards to this. As I navigate to them, we will very quickly turn our attention to the chat. Take your advice with a salt boulder, not a grain of salt, Ron. Yeah. Take my my romantic advice with a real grain of salt, man. We'll go to the Natch in a second. Right. Natch has been in a happy relationship. For how long, Natch? 12 years?
No, 24.
24!
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, it's less for murder. You know that you can murder someone, get less time in an institution for that? I'm just saying. No, 24 years. Congratulations, by the way, Natch. We'll go to his opinions on this in a second. But first, let's take a look at what people said on Instagram. Thelia said, I don't know a healthy relationship without trust and respect between each one. Unfortunately, I know some relationships where they hide some secrets and it's sad. They don't have good connection between them and they become enemies to avoid revealing their hidden face. Be honest and respectful in your life, my friends. Yeah, I completely agree. I think as standard, any relationship, whether it be friendship, whether it be a relationship with your work colleagues, like professional relationships rather, or friendships, all should be conducted with respect and trust. And that should be almost doubly so for the relationship. The most important relationship you'd imagine being your romantic partner. Thank you, Celia, for that one. Patricia, our very own Coco Lavanda, said, "Poof, there are three essentials. If there is one left over or one left out, the relationship is over." Vanessa said, "I feel like if you trust and respect the other party or your partner when you're in a relationship, it means there is love. If those two are lacking, there is no love. There can't be one without the other." And we read Vero's earlier on in the show. Finally, Carmen said, "At least for me, this is difficult to answer, the way you put it. I guess trust and respect cannot be separated from love." I think they can, honestly. I think they can. I think two are a choice and one, sadly, is not a choice. I don't feel like you can help who you fall in love with, but you can choose to be honest and respectful. That is a choice. Often the harder choice is to conduct yourself with trust and respect. Anyway, she continues. She says, "Once these two things go away, love disappears, and maybe the other way around." Yeah, I think that quite definitely. Yeah, the other way around. Great comments. Let's read one more. Sophia, "I think they go hand in hand. You need love and trust and respect for a relationship to work. But yeah, if I had to pick, trust and respect would be at the top." Let's read some more. God, I mean, we got a lot of comments today with this unpopular opinion. But by the way, it seems like you guys love the relationship unpopular opinions. Emma says, "I don't know. I think love is what holds everything together. Trust and respect are important, but without love, what's the point?" Well, you know, I would say that without love and respect, what's the point in love? Trust and respect, sorry, what's the point in love? You know, it's just an uncomfortable, weird chemical imbalance in your body without trust and respect, right? Jake says, "I think trust and respect are the foundation. Love can be there, but it doesn't mean much if you can't trust the person." Yeah, amen to that, Jake. Finally, we'll finish off here. Alex, "Totally agree. Love is great, but if there's no trust and respect, the relationship won't last. You can love someone, but you don't respect or trust them. That love will fall apart really fast." All right. Those are some comments we received. How are you doing, Rossa, joining us in the chat? What do you think, Natch? The unpopular opinion today, right? Trust and respect are more important than love in a relationship. What do you think?
I agree with some listeners. The three of them are equally important.
Yeah.
For me, yes.
But I think love changes right over time. It goes from something, you know, exciting and new and you kind of take your breath away. I mean, I think, you know, the word love, I think it encapsulates too much. And I don't know if you'd agree with me on this, Natch, right? My Dr. Love, as we're going to call you from now on. I don't know if you'd agree with this, Dr. Love. But I think there's a difference between the love you feel in the beginning of the relationship and the love you feel after a couple of years, right? He's nodding, by the way. Dr. Love is nodding. In the beginning, it's new, it's exciting. There's all those kind of emotions flowing through you. You're maybe being way more physical than you will later in the relationship. There's the relationship is new and the dynamic is you're just finding the boundaries and everything's exciting. And then after a while, right, the love changes into something that's a lot more stable, right? You're with me so far. I would argue that the greatest part of that love, that new love, the more kind of enduring love, I would say the greatest parts of that enduring love are trust and respect. Does that make sense, Natch? Yeah? Would you agree with that?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Which for me would state that when it comes to a romantic relationship, then those two foundational elements are maybe a little bit more than just foundational elements. They're actually, the key players in this. And we're not talking about attraction. You can still be sexually attracted to your partner, and want things, want to engage in the physical side of a relationship. But for me, at least, without trust and respect, then I lose those urges. Those urges just simply disappear. I can still find someone sexually attractive and not want to jump their bones. So I would say trust and respect are foundational. And a lot of those benefits of love that we hang on the perch that says love on it, I think those are actually more accurately attributed to love and respect, foundationally. Anyway, let's see. Rosa says, but if there is no love, what kind of romantic relationship is that? That's a great point from Rosa. The Bridge. I too think they are totally connected. By the way, I have been with Cristobal since 1987. My God. Yeah. That's an enduring love. Yeah, I'm not taking love out of the equation, you know what I mean? And love endures, and there is something, I think, different to just the two things that are love and respect. I think, trust and respect, sorry. I think there is a third entity there that morphs and changes over time. Call it what you will. A sense of dependence, maybe, after 50 years. But I'm not arguing here that the idea of love doesn't exist. Of course it does. I'm just saying, perhaps, for a relationship to endure, like I've just stepped away from a relationship where I had plenty of love, but trust and what's the other one? Trust and respect had disappeared, and the just love isn't enough to sustain something. You know what I mean? In the beginning, when it's temporary and new and you're building those connections, you just ride the wave of those hormones right into, hopefully, something where trust and respect are at the end of it. But if they're not, you're left with nothing. Yeah, interesting topic today. Let's get to the result of the poll, shall we? Which is quite revealing here. So I made the statement that trust and respect are foundational, are more important than love in a relationship. And you guys said 67% true. And okay, let's preface Rob's final thoughts here with the look. Don't get relationship advice from someone who's single. All right, first step. Get your relationship advice from someone like Natch. But what I will say is this: I've managed to navigate the stormy seas of relationships for the last 46 years, and I haven't had any serious harm. A lot of those former relationships have become some of my closest friends, so I'm doing something right. And all I will say is, if you're in a relationship right now where you're not receiving the love and respect you deserve, or like I was a while ago, just, it's just not going well. Just remember that, your life, in many respects, is like a party, right? At least it can be. And you are in control of the guest list. I think the enduring nature of many relationships, I think, from what I've observed as an outside party, is foundationally speaking, is built on trust and respect, and then love is like the icing on the cake. But just because it's the icing on the cake doesn't mean it's still a cake if you remove what's inside of it, right? That's why I think trust and respect are probably more important for me. But you know what Grandpa Bo would say about that, right? He would say, Rob, that's just your opinion. And opinions, they're like buttholes. Everyone has one. They all stink, including yours. Let's move on to today's 100 humans. I have to remember that, Natch. That was a good one. Love and respect are the foundational elements, right? That if I've forgotten it already. See, I come out with little nuggets, Natch, and then I forget them. Yeah. Love might be the icing on the cake, but without trust and respect inside, it's not a cake anymore. Just icing. Okay, it doesn't sound as better when I repeat it. Let's move on. All right, guys, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans and I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name the last person. La última persona. Name the last person you would go to for relationship advice. A la que acudirías por consejos sobre relaciones. Name the last person you'd go to for relationship advice. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. Big thanks to Anaka-san, Emily, Carmen, Ivan, Pilar, Materia Oscura, Vero, Nessa, Africa, Juan Carlos Vera, Coco Lavanda, Rafelka, and everybody else. Then I feel guilty for not reading anyone else, and everyone else. Celia, Mumalos, Tigre Devil, my next trip. Why not? Everyone else. For participating. First of all, let's go to Natch. Natch, who's the last person you would go for relationship advice?
Maybe your parents?
Your parents. Your parents. I'm going to need you to be more specific, Natch.
Your mother?
Your mother. It's there. Well done, Natch. Yeah, it's there. Well done, Natch. It's there. 33 of 100 humans. It's the number 1 answer. It's very specific. The reason I said I need you to be more specific because it's actually Natch's mum. Your mum. We shouldn't go to for relationship advice. I don't know why. No, mum in general, it's the number 1 answer. The last person. Yeah, dude, I can't imagine going to my mum with relationship advice. Especially of a physical nature. Jeez Louise. I don't want to think about that. Let's see. Sister-in-law. Sister-in-law, says the bridge. There is an in-law, but it's not sister-in-law. Ooh. It's a good answer, though, bridge. Someone you don't trust 100%, says Vera. Again, I'm going to need you to be way more specific. Let's take a look at some of the answers on Insta, shall we? Carmen says a priest or a nun. A priest, a member of the clergy. Clero, right? Clergy. Would you, is clergy there? Yes, it is. Well done. Jeez Louise. So he's seen some videos, Father, and he wants to do some really strange things. What do you think? Yeah, don't go to the clergy for relationship advice, apparently. Hey, in Spain, don't they have like a marriage, previous to marriage, you're supposed to meet with a priest or something? Am I understanding that right, Natch? That before you get married, there's kind of like marriage classes you have to attend?
Well, it's like un cursillo, un día.
And what are they teaching you in this course?
No, they don't teach you anything.
What is it like? Just be honorable. God is watching. God is always watching. What is it? I don't understand.
No, usually there are like couples that have been together quite a long time and they give you advice. Okay.
Yeah. Keep the rat poison close. That kind of thing. All right, anyway. Fourth most important answer. Clergy. Fifth. Well done, Carmen. Mother-in-law, says Rosa. Mother-in-law. Is mother-in-law there? Suegra. Yes, it is. Well done, Rosa. Last person you go to for relationship advice is your mother-in-law. Well done. If you get married through the church, yes, you have to have those classes, says the bridge. All right, let's take another look at Instagram. I love Anna's answer here. Someone who just got divorced. Yeah. You need to go out. You need to wear the most revealing thing. Yeah, good one. Okay, Tigre Devil says my ex. Tigre Devil, my ex. Is an ex-partner there? Un ex. Yes, it is, Tigre Devil. Well done. The answers on Instagram are killing it right now. Killing it. Let's see. My ex or an ex is there. Tigre Devil's ex, last person you should go to. 13 of 100 humans said X. It's in third place. There are 3 more to identify. Rafael Carr also said a priest and a single person. Last person you should go to. True story. A close friend, says my next trip. What close friend is the person, isn't it? Who do you go to for relationship advice, Natch?
To your friends?
Yeah, you go to your friends, right? Yeah. That's the way. I mean, really, Natch goes to no one. Natch is just the receptacle for advice for other people. He's the oracle. You know, I'm confused. I just bask in his light for a little while and hope that clarity finds me. Okay, we have a lot of answers. Coco Lavender says, my mother I don't go to. All right, Nessa says on Instagram, my dad. Is Nessa Finessa's dad there? Yes, he is. Well done. Well, not her dad specifically, but a dad. A few people said brothers or sisters. Is sibling there? Yes, it is. Well done, well done. There is one answer that no one got. No one got this. We had parents, someone who just got divorced, my best friend, relationship counselor apparently is the worst person to go through according to Materia Oscura. Friends, ex, close friends, a priest, a single person. But no one said answer number 7. Sorry, Nat. My bad. I changed up the thing. I don't warn you. Was a boss. You don't go to your boss, El Jefe, for relationship advice. Now, I think what would be helpful for your relationship if you worked a few more hours for free every day. I think that would help. Boss is there. It's the 7th most important answer with 6 of 100 humans. In position number 6, we had mother-in-law, suegra. Yeah. In position number 5, a member of the clergy. Worst person or the last person you go to for relationship advice. In position number 4, brother, hermano, hermana, sibling. You don't go to a sibling with relationship advice. In position number 3 is an ex. Dude, I'll be honest, Natch. I have engaged ex-girlfriends in relationship advice before. And I think that's a pretty smart thing to do because they know you. You know? They know what it's like to be in a relationship with you. And they can offer brilliant advice. Stay friends with your exes, friends. Well, the decent ones. There are exes and there are exes. In position number 2 is your dad. And finally, in position number 1, your mother. Don't go to your mother for relationship advice. Is there anyone in that list, Nat, you have engaged for relationship advice? Like a boss, mother-in-law, clergy? Oh, boss, forget about it. I would be useless to you. Mother-in-law, clergy, brother, ex-dad, mom?
None.
Yeah. Nat doesn't need relationship advice. He's the font of advice. Come on. All right, let's go to today's Complete the News.
Complete the news.
Yeah, all right, here we go. This is Complete the News, friends. I'm going to give you a real news headline, this time from CNN. But I'm going to leave out some important information. Using the 3 options I give you, my friends, will complete the news. All right, so here we go. All you have to write is A, B, or C. All right. Airport introduces a time limit on blank. Airport introduces a time limit on blank. Aeropuerto introduce un límite de tiempo para blank. Is it A, hugs, abrazos, my kind of airport? Is it B, filming social media posts, grabar publicaciones en redes sociales? Or is it C, ordering a coffee at Starbucks? Pedir café in Starbucks. All right, let's go again one more time. Airport introduces a time limit on. Aeropuerto introduce un límite de tiempo para blank. Is it A, hugs, abrazos? B, filming social media posts, grabar publicaciones en redes sociales? Or C, ordering Starbucks coffee, pedir café in Starbucks? Ooh. A, B, or C? Okay, the chat is being very active. What do you think, Natch?
B.
You think B. Filming social media posts. All right, well, I will say half the chat agrees with you. Half the chat agrees with you. The other half says A. All right, let's see which one's correct. Yeah, as you know, if the chat is in a tie, the win goes to Nacho. So let's see. All right, airport introduces time limit on... The answer was A, hugs. Yeah. I'm only going by British rules, but anything over 10 seconds is sex. So like a 10-second hug, max, right? All right, here we go. This is about a New Zealand airport. Dunedin Airport in New Zealand has implemented a 3-minute limit on hugs in its drop-off zone to manage traffic congestion and emotions, encouraging longer farewells to take place in the car park. If you're going to be emotional, do it outside. God, I'm so surprised this isn't an English piece of news, because it sounds so English. Dunedin Airport introduced a sign limiting hugs to 3 minutes in its drop-off zone to manage congestion. The airport aims to balance emotional goodbyes with logistical considerations for smoother traffic flow. It just warms the heart. You know what warms my heart, Natch? The idea of no congestion and just free-flowing traffic warms my heart more than a hug. Or is that just my Britishness showing, perhaps? The airport... Daniel De Bono, the airport CEO, cited a study indicating 20-second hug suffices for oxytocin release, promoting short, meaningful farewells. Anything over 20 seconds, what did I tell you, is unnecessary. There you go, friends. So much we've looked at today. I'll let you know on Instagram if there will be an After Dark episode tonight. I'm pretty sure there will be, but we'll see. Hugs, what a cold person, says Vero. All right, I'll be back this afternoon with the Lunchtime Show, and then hopefully tonight with the ProBoh Show After Dark. Don't miss it, because it'll certainly be good. And for those of you listening on the podcast, you will get that episode tomorrow. But those of you who only listen on the radio, you will never get that episode. Pom, pom, pom. All right, friends. See you next time.